Okay, sir. So I guess everyone has joined, and students will keep on joining us as they have uh, been rolled out all the way. I just want to confirm, is my voice audible? Guys in the comment section can add the comments, and Suksagar sir, if you could please confirm.
Yes, Manas, you are audible.
Okay, so I'm just starting it up. So, first of all, good evening, everyone. I am Manas Gupta, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all to Girl Scripts Masterclass from Clicks to Clients, Master Your Sales Funnel and LinkedIn. We are thrilled to have you all for this 2 day journey focused on mastering sales funnels and optimizing your LinkedIn profiles. Whether you are from a bustling city or a peaceful town in India, we are glad you are here with us. For those who are new to Girl Script, we are a community dedicated to empowering and educating individuals in technology and digital skills. Our mission is to provide resources and opportunities that help you succeed in today's digital world. Over the next 2 days, we have exciting sessions lined up. Today, we'll explore crafting effective sales funnels and designing landing pages that converts visitors into clients. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into leveraging LinkedIn for personal branding and lead generation. We are honored to have Mr. Suksagar Singh as our speaker. Mr. Suksagar, with his impressive background in digital marketing and technology, has served as CTO at Webcooks and is now the CEO of Silver Plexus, a leading media house and brand specialist firm. His experience in driving business success through digital strategies make him the perfect guide for our masterclass. Mr. Suksagar expertise will be invaluable as he shares insights on creating high-performing sales funnels and optimizing LinkedIn for business growth. We encourage you all to participate actively, ask questions, and share your experiences. This is fantastic opportunity to connect and learn together. Now, let's get started with the first session on creating a winning sales funnel. Get ready to transform those clicks into clients. Thank you and enjoy the session. Handing it over to you, sir.
A very warm evening to all of you. So, I hope you all can hear me. Am I audible to you all? Please give me a yes in the chat if you guys can hear me. Manas, am I audible?
Yes, it's all good, sir.
Yeah. So, a very good evening. I hope you all are excited about whatever we're gonna learn today. So, let me just share my screen and we'll just begin with the session. Do you guys can see this? Manas, the screen is visible to you all?
It's all good, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the topic for today is sales funnel and landing pages, right? So, what is a sales funnel? Like, have you ever heard of this term, guys? If any of you have heard this term, can I get a yes in the chat? Sales funnel, landing pages, web pages. If any of you are familiar with this, just give me a yes in the chat. Great. So, let's start. The agenda for today is how to craft a winning sales funnel and how to leverage social media, how to optimize it, and how we can transform a LinkedIn profile into a lead generation machine. So, we'll be going through a series of topics in these 2 days. And on the basis of these, probably you'll be able to like secure maybe more clients or maybe use it as a part of your own agenda, right? So, let's begin with the session today. So, what we'll be covering today, we'll be covering what is a sales funnel, what are the key stages of a sales funnel, and how can we create high converting landing pages so that we can secure more clients, we can leverage that for our own business, and maybe the way we can leverage it to generate business for others as well as for ourselves. So the purpose of every landing page or a sales funnel is only one thing: to convert visitors into clients. So I hope I'm clear with that, right? So let's begin. Let me talk about a few success stories first. I'm sure how many of you would have heard about Ranveer, Ankur Wariko. Then the third one, it's Manwani and Rajiv Talreja. They are very famous coaches who have been doing good. How many of you have heard about either of them? Just give me a yes in the chat. Maybe we can have a name in the chat if you have ever heard of any of these. The first two are relatively more famous, and the other two, the people who are into the coaching industry, I'm sure they definitely know about them, right? Perfect, Anas. Right. So not only these people, they have launched their courses. If you already know, they have their own courses related to YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, how to start a podcast, video sales scripts, and business coaches. But not only these, there are certain other brands like Pepperfry, Mamaearth. What they have done is they have been able to successfully create landing pages, which help them to get more clients, make more sales, and increase their conversion ratio. And by conversion ratio, I mean, let's suppose there are 100 visitors to your website and you're getting 5 sales as of now. So your conversion rate would be 5%. Let's suppose you double it. So that means out of 100 people visiting, which were already there, you're making 10 sales out of them. That means you have doubled your conversion rate. That is the purpose of creating a sales funnel and a successful landing page. Right. So before I begin the session, let me earn the right to talk to you. Let me tell you who I am. I'm a corporate trainer and a public speaker. I have been into the field of digital marketing and I'm coaching and mentoring people since last 6 years. I have had the pleasure of speaking at a Google Developer Dev Fest and I am a Microsoft certified educator along with my business, that is I'm a co-founder at Silver Plexus. So how can I help you? Whether you are an online service provider, that is OSP, if you want to start your own coaching business or a training thing, let's suppose you are a student, right? And you want to teach your fellow juniors or let's say school students a particular topic, or let's say you want to teach them Python. This course or this workshop will definitely help you in doing that as well. Or maybe you want to found a startup, you want to a product based or a service based business, you want to start that, then again definitely you need a landing page for your product or for your service if you want it to grow and it to scale up. Or even if you're a freelancer who's into content marketing, who's into web designing, or even the basic social media and digital marketing. So for either of these three fields, you need to know how the landing pages work, because this is the trend that is very much in demand these days. So landing pages is almost every other person's requirement, be it a business, be it an coach or a trainer, a startup, or an online service provider, right? So how can you design killer landing pages and implement sales funnel? A session would be wholly focused on that. And once I'm done with the basics or the theoretical part, which might seem a bit boring to you, I'll be switching over to some, or let's say one or two or three of the landing pages that we have designed for our clients, so that you can get to know whatever I am talking about, how to actually implement those, or if we have even implemented these in our life. So, what are the key elements that a landing page should have? The first thing is we need to have a headline. The headline is the first and the foremost thing that a person reads on your landing page. And if you want your conversion to go up at least by 10 to 20%, your headline should be on point. How can we do that? We'll discuss that further in detail. Then, what are you providing? Right? What are the services or what is the benefits of the product that you are providing? Who is it for example, if I talk about this session is suitable for students, for educators, for online coaches, trainers, startup founders, online service providers, right? So this is suitable for all of them. You need to be sure that your landing page tells who is this product or a particular service designed for. Then after telling who is it for, you have to tell them how is it gonna help them, right? So until unless it's helpful for them, until and unless it is gonna reap benefits for them, there is no use of buying or hiring that particular service or a product, right? Then you need to give them social proof that they are not the first ones who are gonna opt for that product. People have already taken benefits out of those products, right? Then apart from that, you need to tell them what is your offer and what is the CTA. CTA is call to action. How many of you understand what is a CTA? Give me a yes in the comment box. call to action. It has to be very specific. On every landing page, CTA is one of the major key elements that needs to be focused upon. Give me a yes in the chat if you know what is a CTA. Great. So there are again a few killers. What happens is when we design a landing page, there are certain mistakes that we commit as a web designer. The reason of doing so is generally the landing pages are designed by web designers. The content is given by content marketers, and then the ads are run by digital marketers. And until and unless there is a unison between these three team members, or let's say these three teams, the landing page cannot deliver good results. So, what are the 6 LP killers, landing page killers, that lower your conversion value? The first one is you are not focused. When I open a landing page, if I am not clear what can I do, what I am supposed to do here, or what am I supposed to get out of this service or a product, that means your landing page is not focused. They don't know whether to go from the first section, second section, what is happening, what is the service being offered, right? Then the second part is there is no negative or white space. So if there is a lot of clutter, if there are a lot of elements, that means that the page is cluttered. Yes, and ask like buy this or follow us. That is the correct CTA, right? So then there might be confusion, like what am I gonna get? How am I gonna hire this service? Let's suppose I have registered for a page. Then what next, right? Then content. The content is too much. People are unable to read. Let's say you are putting up long paragraphs on the landing pages, or you're not highlighting or bold. Keeping the content which is important in bold or in bullet pointers is more important. Then lazy landing page. What do you mean by a lazy landing page? Is your speed of the loading of landing page is very slow. So generally in today's fast world internet, what we feel is until unless a page is loading in less than 2 or 3 seconds, we are not interested in opening that page. Back in the times, if I talk about 2010, we used to take like 2 3, sometimes even 2 3 minutes used to there was that was the basic time of loading a web page, a heavy web page. But in today's world, it's hardly 2 seconds. That is what Google recommends, right? And after, even after doing everything right, if we are not tracking how people are coming to our page, whether they are coming from social media, whether they are coming from search engines, whether they are coming directly by clicking on the website links that we have shared, whether they're coming from WhatsApp or from email marketing. So that is, if we are not tracking it, we are not currently leveraging the power of data analysis that we have in today's world. So what are the tools that we can use to track our landing pages? Can anyone comment down in the comments? Any analytics tool that you are aware of? Yes, guys. Okay, till the time we get some comments, let me tell you the most common analytics tool is Google Analytics. Yes, so Google Analytics is one of the most common tools. Then, apart from that, we have Facebook Pixel. These are hard analytics. What they do is they give you exact data with the sources of the web page, or from of the source from where the person has landed on your page. It even tells you from which country or from which area and from which kind of device, whether it's a laptop or it's a mobile device, and what is operating system being used by the device, from where has that person landed on your landing page, right? And the other kind of soft analytics tools, these are relatively new, but they have been there in for quite some time. If you guys have heard of heat maps. So for heat maps, we use tools like Microsoft Clarity. We use tools like there are certain other tools as well. Like, so what we can do is we can actually see what are the heat maps, which are the regions where people are focusing more, right? So to do that, we have to implement soft analytics using tools like Microsoft Clarity. So the difference when we want to create a good landing page and a normal landing page is we have to know our audience. And what do I mean by that is we have to understand what they want and not what we are offering. For example, if you're, let's suppose you're offering a Python course, right? So you want to tell the people that you have the right logical skill set, you understand DSA, right? and you can make them understand the core concepts. You can make them understand how to connect different features. Let's say you are using Visual Studio Code, you tell them how to debug it. But if they are beginners, they probably might not know what a debugging means. So what you can tell them is you have to speak their language, right? So you have to understand what motivates them. So I'll give you an example. Let's suppose you are telling them, your headline tells them, are you afraid of writing Python code because it is not working on your device? We are there to help you. So instead of using the word debug, you're telling them that if their program is not working, you can help them, make them understand where the problem is and how you can solve it by themselves. So that is the purpose, right? So the thing is same, but you have to put it in a way that it is their motivator and not yours. For example, let's say you have a very healthy workout routine. So instead of promoting it like that it's the best workout routine, you can tell them that, let's suppose for them the motivator would be they want to lose weight, right? So you have to be specific what kind of marketing you are doing. And even the weight loss program, it's different for different people. For sports persons, the motivator would be different. They want to maintain their weight. For obese people, it would be different. They want to decrease their weight drastically. For pregnant women, like post pregnancy, the results and the expectations would be different, right? So you have to understand what your client expects from you, and then you have to make sure your page and the content, it revolves around it. So that is why I have mentioned three things. The first thing is create a persona. I'll give you a very basic example. I'll not go into the very details of what a client persona is, but let me tell you, let's suppose you want to target Python, early Python students like who want to learn it. So your age group would be 16 to 20, somewhere around 18 or 20, right? And the type of audience would be, it can either be male or female because students, they belong to the both categories. And apart from that, they would be a student, or they might be planning to study abroad. So these are the kind of interests or the common scenarios that differentiate your client from rest of the world. So you have to create that persona, like what kind of category does your client fits into. Then you have to understand their goals, and then analyze their pain points so that you can target them. Like, this is where it hurts, I'm ready to help you, right? I hope you guys understand. Is it different from what we generally think whenever we design a web page or a landing page? If you feel yes, it's a different scenario and it's more from a marketing and a sales point of view, give me a boom in the chat. Right. So what needs to be done? What needs to be done? I have a series of like 5 to 10 points, which are, let's say, it's the secret sauce of how we design landing pages at Silver Plexus, right? The first thing is you have to incorporate psychological triggers. You have to ensure that whenever a person is coming to your page, they are triggered psychologically and emotionally. The most common emotions are happiness and joy, but in today's world, what people are doing is, it may or may not be ethical, but people are targeting other people's emotions by making them feel sad about their current reality and by making false promises. So I do not recommend making false promises, but you have to tell them what can be the output, what is the dream life that they want to achieve, or let's say the dream outcome that they want to achieve, and how you can help them. I'll give an example. Rediscovered the secret the wives of pharaohs used to keep their skin flawless. So everyone wants their skin flawless. So the third example that I've mentioned here, rediscovered secret the wives of pharaohs used to keep their skin flawless. What it tells is that I will be helping you to make your skin flawless, and the pharaohs were famous to have very beautiful wives, right? So it is giving a social proof as well and a comparison that this is the dream look that you want to achieve, and I am there to help you with that. This can be a headline for a beauty product, it can be a headline for a detox drink, and so on. Or even it can be a headline for, let's say, a salon or a makeup academy, right? The second thing that we need to do is we need to ask the right questions. For example, are you tired of trying every new diet and failing to get results? Right? This is a very common scenario. When you ask them questions like things that they have already tried but that's not working out, they feel that you know them, you understand them, and you already know what is not working for them, and you have the solution for what is going to work for them. So that means you understand them and you are there to help them. The second point that we have is, do you want to kill yourself in the gym for the rest of your life? So all the 2 points that I have mentioned here, they all belong to the same category, which is the fitness. The third one belongs to the same. How long will you keep trying diets that just don't work? So do you want to kill yourself in the gym, right? So that underlines the struggle of every person. It's very hot outside and no one likes to go to the gym in this hot weather. But it's again telling them that even without going to your gym and doing very, very hard work, it's still possible to decrease weight or stay fit with your body, right? So that is the kind of message that we want to give, and it's better if it's given in the form of a question instead of just an answer, because when you ask a question, they answer them themselves and they know that yes, you have a solution. The next thing that we need to do is we have to tell them how to do a certain thing or how I can help them do a certain thing, right? The counterintuitive way, I make six figures selling $1 products, right? So what it's telling them is, the first thing is it's telling my expertise that I am able to sell $1 products and still make a six-figure income. Generally, there is a conception that low ticket business cannot generate high volume of sales, or let's say high volume of profit, right? So if I am telling them with a how to statement, how will I be able to help them? That is the best way to do that. Or let's say how to decrease weight or how to lose, how to shed extra weight without having to burn extra hours in the gym. That again tells them the same thing, right? Then you have to hold a mirror to your prospect. The prospect here is your client, right? So something that motivates me as well, and I guess every one of you, is how you can show them the future version of themselves. That is why you must have seen in certain weight loss ads, they show a person with a lot of weight, and although it's body shaming according to me, but what they do is they show a person with a lot of weight, and on the right hand side they show a person with a very fit body. So it's almost an impossible transition, but they show you that so that you feel that yes, I can be in those shoes, I can be that person who is looking like that. So that is what they want to do. But the right way to do is, you can tell them how you're going to help them. For example, if I talk about a image consultant, no matter your body type, no matter what size you fit in, right? If an image consultant promises that you don't need to lose a lot of weight to look beautiful, right? And he or she can help them in getting the right set of attire for them so that they can feel comfortable, and at the same time they can impress others and they can feel good about themselves. That is how the landing page and that is how a business should work. So you have to hold a mirror to your prospect. You have to tell them that this is where you currently are and this is where you can be if you take my help or if you buy my product. Then be redundant. And why do I mean you have to be redundant? Why do I say so? Is because let's suppose you are doing something good, you have to boast about it again and again in your landing page so that they trust you that yes, you are able to do this, right? So the reason behind that is you have to tell them that you have the experience, you have the expertise, and you have the authority to help them and guide them. That is what makes you trustworthy. For this, we use a separate EEAT formula in a company. So that is a framework that we use whenever we design landing pages so that we can convince the other person or we can convince the viewer to convert and so that they can make a purchase, right? The next thing that we need to do is we are not supposed to underestimate the human greed. And the human greed, why do I say so is because everyone is interested in taking and opting for good offers, right? So by offers, what I mean is you are telling them that it's a free webinar, you are telling them it's a free one-to-one, you are telling them that it is worth 10,000 rupees, but I'm offering you for let's say next 30 minutes at 5,000 rupees. That means I'm giving you a 50% off instantly, So that is how people do. And if I tell you a very common, let's say I'll give you a scenario, you have to answer me in the comments. You have a product, one product is for, let's say, 500 rupees, and it has a delivery charges of 150 rupees. That comes out to be 650 rupees, right? There is another product which is for 650 rupees, the same product, similar brand, but it says that it is giving you free delivery. So which one would you buy? Tell me in the comments, you'll buy product A, which is 500 plus 150 rupees of delivery charges, or you will buy product B, which is of 650 rupees but free delivery. There is no charge on delivery. Tell me in the comments, Manus, which one would you buy?
Uh, of course, the first one.
Okay, right. So I have got two comments from Anas and Vaishnavi. They are all saying B. So that is the tendency and that is the mindset that Indians have. Google and other brands, they done a research, and more than 60% of people would go for a product which is offering them free delivery, even though technically they are paying the same thing. They're paying the same price for a product. Rather, they are paying 150 rupees extra for a product of the same caliber just because they're getting it a free delivery, right? So that is what we need to do. We have to make them believe that whatever they are getting is of more value than what it is being said, right? Than what is being charged from them, right? That is why when you see there are webinars or there are courses which start from 99 rupees for a 2 hour or a 3 hour workshop, but they say that they have bonuses worth rupees 10,000, 20,000 rupees along with that as a bundle. So I don't think any business would give a 10,000 rupees worth product along with a 99 rupees thing, right? But people do that, and sometimes it is of that value. And the reason they are doing so is because they want to give you the best offer so that you convert. So there is so much competition that until and unless you offer them something which is beyond the world, they will not buy you. Let's take an example of Geo. What they did was they offered free internet, which no one had ever done in the history of India, or maybe in any other country for that matter, right? So people started using their product, they got used to it, and now the scenario is that many of the brands, like the competitors, they are facing issues because most of the bandwidth and most of the user base is being covered by Geo. The same is the case with Geo Cinema, right? You can see the pattern. So that is one of the best techniques that works with at least the Indians. So you can quick sell them with offers and you can bombard them with the bonuses. I'll show you how the bonuses look like. I'll open the new tab once we are done through the content part. I'll show you 3 landing pages that we have designed, and I'll tell you like how we are focusing on their marketing. Then social proof, that is very important, right? Google reviews, videos, WhatsApp chat screenshots. Generally, when I was just a digital marketer and not a landing page expert, I used to tell people that why are you putting up WhatsApp screenshots? Instead, I can design a very beautiful looking, authentic, and aesthetic plugin, or let's say a web element, which will show the comment. It will have the user's photo, it will have whatever they have said about your service. So they used to agree, but that does not make a difference. That lowers the trust. Why so? Because when I, as a client or as a customer, look at a WhatsApp chat screenshot, I feel it is authentic. But when I look at the same thing put up in a very nicely designed UI element, what I feel is that probably it's a fake review. I can generate thousands of those with thousands of different images from internet, right? So that is why being authentic is important. So you can put up Google review screenshots, you can put up videos, you can put up WhatsApp chat screenshots, and you can supplement them with the nicely designed UI elements. Then connect their benefits with their desires. So let's suppose I have a benefit of, let's say, weight loss, or let's say healthy metabolism. So that is a benefit. But what is their desire? Their desire is to look fit. Their desire is to look fit at the wedding, right? So you have to connect your benefit with whatever they are designing. Or let's suppose my product is for accounting, and it says that it helps you filing the GST returns, but their desire is to automate their GST return process, or let's say hassle free GST returns with one click, right? So that is their desire. So my product is already doing that, but it depends on how am I selling it, right? 10 products which are available for the GST sales returns, they probably might be doing that, but the one product which sends the right message across the channel to the right set of people, that is something that is gonna reap the benefits of taking in more clients, even though their product might not be as good as that of their competitors. So the messaging and how you connect the benefits with their desires, like you show them the dream world, that is what matters, right? The last thing that we generally have on a landing page is the offer, right? So it's either a do or die thing. The offer is very important. How you put up that offer and how easy it is for them to claim it, that is very important. If it's a webinar, it can be a 99 rupees cost, it can be a 999 cost, that depends upon you. But how you put up that offer and how you ensure that they feel that this is the best offer that you can get and they have to avail it now, that is very, very important, right? So this is where we end up the design of the landing page. Like these are what the design elements are. Apart from this, if I talk about like you have to tell them what is your story. Why you have to tell them your story? Because you have to earn the right, ETR formula. You have to earn the right that they listen to you and they understand you and they relate with you, right? Uh, how many of you have heard about Ratan Tata? He's one of the biggest entrepreneurs in India, and his story is something that relates him to the people, like from where he comes and how he has built his business, how he's promoting the nationalist culture in promoting everything, be it the new brands like Zudio, they all belong to Tata, or be it the established premium brands like Starbucks, Tanishq, they all belong to the brand Tata, right? So then apart from that, you have to tell them your story in a very concise manner, but something that relates to them, right? Your title or your headline should communicate a single outcome. And generally, as a web designer, what we do is we use 12 to 14 pixels of text size. But for the landing pages, your text has to be loud. This is a research on the UI elements that shows whenever we are designing a landing page, the bigger font size in the bigger set of images and the titles, they tend to have more impact on the customer. So the recommended font size is 16 to 18 pixels. And along with that, you have to space out things. You have to ditch the sidebar. I hope you all understand what a sidebar is. It should be a single column layout. That means there is no left or right columns. It should be a single column layout that clearly makes them feel that yes, only focus at a one point at one point of time, right? Probably you can even skip the nav bar because it's a landing page. So I'll come to that part, like what is the difference between a landing page and a web page once I show you the examples, right? And another important thing is whenever someone has registered for your product or bought your product or let's say hired your service after getting converted from your landing page, you need to have a thank you page. I hope you all understand what a thank you page is. Whenever you buy something, it says that thank you for your purchase and a message from the company. It can be through an email. Preferably, it should be a page which generally takes you to the WhatsApp group of the community. You can leverage the WhatsApp communities feature as well by getting them added to the loyal customer base that you can build through your community. So that is how you can give them information about your future products or services as well without having to spend extra money on them, right? So once you have received the leads, maybe it's not getting converted. They have shown interest, but they have not converted into the customer yet. So what you need to do is you need to nurture them. You can use WhatsApp for that, or you can use emails for that. So you need to nurture them. So it's a very vast topic. I'll not go into the details, but there are tools like MailSend, there are tools like MailChimp, MailerLite. So they all can help you in setting up mail automations so that you can keep on sending them 24 hours or let's say 12 hourly, 3 to 4 emails automatically with their personalized name so that they get converted or at least they show more interest and they want to know more about you, or maybe they can book a one-to-one. Yeah, I'll tell you how you can nurture them. you can send them a new bonus, or let's say you can add some value. Let's suppose I'm offering a digital marketing service, and a person has opted for my, so they have shown interest in my service, but they have not currently paid, or they have not currently had a session with me. So how I can nurture them is, I can send them an email that yes, I'm available for a 30 minutes one-to-one session, a free one-to-one session. It can be a paid one as well, but I'm generally talking about how you can start as a beginner. So I am available for a free one-to-one session to understand your business needs and to evaluate your social media. The second way I can nurture them is, I can ask them to share the social media page link, or let's say the Instagram link, and I can do a free social audit and tell them what is good in their page, what is not doing good in their page, what is going well, what is not going well, how they can improve it, and maybe give them a 15-day content calendar along with that. So that is how they will understand and they will believe that yes, I have the capability and the expertise to help them with the social media and increase their sales, or maybe let's say help them with the branding process. So that is how you can nurture the leads. Then the most important part, I have already covered it, which is the soft and the hard analytics, which means we have to measure the results. It can be done via pixel, Facebook pixel, or Google analytics, or we can use tools like Microsoft Clarity for the soft analytics, right? So let's quickly switch on to the technologies and the tools that we can use. Are you familiar with any tool or technology with which we can design a landing page? Please tell me in the comments. Apart from HTML, CSS, any technology that you have heard of which can help you design, or let's say any tool that you have heard of which can help you design the landing page. I'm sure many of you would have heard about WordPress or maybe Webflow. Give me a yes in the chat if you have heard any of these, or you might have heard of tools like ClickFunnels. So these are all different ways. Yeah, Framer. So there are different ways with which we can design the landing pages. So that is the point, is a tool or a technology does not act as a barrier. It's just a means of how you can creatively Figma. Yes, you can design pages with Figma, but you have to host them somewhere. So probably you'll have to convert it to HTML, or you can, for it to function very well and for it to have a form with a functionality, you need to convert it to either HTML along with some JS or PHP functionality to make the form work. Or yes, but you can design it using Figma, right? So basically what I want to say is, the tools, they are not the limitations. You can use any tools. If you want to start without any technical knowledge, you can use ClickFunnels. You can get a funnel for free over there, and you can have your own templates, you can have your own designs which help you in taking out a customer, right? And you can, otherwise you can use HTML, CSS to design a page. You can take a template from online websites which offers free templates, or maybe if you want to design one or you want to buy one, you can purchase that and you can edit it according to your own needs. You can go to, you can use Envato elements, or you can use Theme Forest for taking in your paid templates, right? Or you can search out for other sources as well. Even you can ask ChatGPT and tools like that, AI tools, to create a landing page for you, and maybe you can do use that and edit it as per your own needs, right? So the 6 sections that I had told you, how many of you remember the 6 sections of a landing page that I had told you, which are very important for a landing page to have? 6 sections. Let's have a recap before I begin you showing the rest of the pages. So which were the 6 sections that we had? Any of you remember that? Any one of those sections, if you remember any, that would be great. Arzu, Anas, Vaishnavi, the active ones, any of the sections that you remember. The first thing that we have in a landing page, that's very important. It has to have a right message. Okay, let me give you a quick recap. It's the headline, what you are offering, who is it for, and how you can help them, then the social proof or the testimonials, and the last and the most important part is offers along with the call to action, the CTA, right? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute and then I'll be sharing it again so that I can show you a few of the landing pages and we'll continue the session for the sales funnel part. Okay, so this is one of the landing pages that we had designed. The headline says learn how to stop overthink. So overthinking is a very common problem in today's world. How many of you agree with that? I guess almost every one of you will agree that we all overthink at some point of time. So the first line it says how learn how to stop overthinking. So that means we are focusing on a very common problem and we are gonna help them with stopping how to overthink, right? So it says that it's a super special offer. So upgrade your thinking to upgrade your life in just 5 days. That means it's a very, we have quantified the time period which is required for them to get the outcome. How are we going to do that? We are going to use 11 empowering NLP tools and easy and efficient concepts not taught in the school without doing hardcore meditations. Everyone, people like me especially, I find it very difficult to sit for meditations. It's very difficult for me to meditate. So the page says it understands that hardcore meditation is a difficult job and not everyone can do that. So they are going to use 11 empowering NLP tools just for 5 days and you're gonna learn how to stop overthinking. And it says it's a recorded class. So it is telling you in advance that it's a recorded class so that people sometimes later claim that it was not mentioned that it's either a live or a recorded class. So it's recorded. That means some people may take it as a negative thing. So we have, along with that, we have mentioned that you can learn at your convenient time. What is the benefit of having a recorded class is they can learn at their convenient time. Then we have a CTA. The reason why you are seeing this page like this is it is designed for a mobile. So this section goes one below the other, right? So landing pages 99% of the times they will be opened on mobile phones because many of the times they'll be run from YouTube ads, from Facebook ads, Instagram ads. So everyone will be opening them on their mobile phones, right? So that is why we have structured it in that way. So you might feel certain elements they are not aligned as per the desktop, but because they are meant to be running on mobile. So even if you have tried everything before but nothing really worked, join me in this 5-day life changing journey. So right, this is a limited period offer. It is for 5,000 rupees, but if you buy today or let's say if they enroll now, they are going to get it at 199 rupees. So what will you gain in the 5-day course? So this explains what is being offered to them. Just like I told you in the beginning, after the headline, you need to tell them what is that they're going to get. So we have clearly laid that out that the day one, they're going to learn how your thinking is really a superpower and what thoughts are. So people who just want to go through the gist of what the titles are, they can read the titles, but there are certain people who want to get into the detail of everything. Like what is the detail of the topic that is being mentioned here. So we have tried to cater to both of those people, both category of those people who want the detailed stuff and people who are just concerned with the outline. Then similarly for day 2, day 3, right, day 4, day 5. So the day 5 says converting imaginative worries into desired results. This is one of those topics which I feel every one of us wants. We want to convert our imaginative worries into the desired realities that we build, or let's say the scenarios that we build in our mind. This is what I want to be. But due to certain worries or overthinking, anxiety, we tend to indulge ourselves in procrastination, in anxiety, in overthinking, right? So then it gives you some scientifically proven methods as well, that reality bending Pygmalion effect, right? So it gives you the details of the stuff. Then again, there is a CTA which tells them that they can enroll now. The reason that we have CTA after every section is because whichever section makes you interested in going or opting in for a service or a product, we have a CTA after that so that you don't have to scroll much and you change your mind. You You make your mind, we have a button for you to right away go to the product purchase page. So how will this course transform their life? So that is again what we have mentioned. What we have covered, how we have covered in very detail. We have 12 pointers telling them how is it beneficial for them. Then three major secrets revealed. So secret 1, secret 2, secret 3. Then, but wait, I have something more for you. That means we are telling them that along with providing them the course of 5,000 rupees at just 199, we are giving them a bonuses worth rupees 10,000 rupees absolutely free. So these are the bonuses that they are gonna get, right? These are the 9 bonuses. It is again bundled in the package. Then we have the social proof. So what people have already experienced, we have a lot of videos for them, right? So in each of the videos, people are telling how this particular coach has helped them improve their life. Then we have a comparison that before taking in this course, this is what you feel like. So this is where the psychological triggers come into play. You are telling that, yes, I feel exhausted and drained because of my overthinking. If you can relate to that, the outcome or the desired state is that I feel energetic and productive because of my smart thinking. Everyone wants to think smart, right? So I'll not go into the details of every point, but this is how you can cleverly tell them this is what their issues are and this is what the desired or the dream outcome is, and that is what the course is going to take them through, right? So then we have another social proof, which is in the UI design form. So this is what the people she has taught has told about her, right? Then if I scroll it further, we have the story of the coach, who she is, right? Where she is featured. Then we have the screenshot of the social media profile so that if anyone wants to check, but these are not clickable, mind it. The purpose of a landing page is to have a single CTA. The only thing that you want a person to do is to register for your product or your service. You don't want to give them a WhatsApp chat option. You don't want to give them to browse through different pages. That is the work of a website. That is the major difference between a web page or a website and a landing page. The purpose of a landing page is to stick to a single outcome, right? Then she's telling that she has 857 reviews at that particular point of time. Then she has mentioned FAQs, right? So this is the page. If I move on to the next page, this is a similar page of someone who's working on overthinking, right? So NLP expert, certified life coach, social proof, what will you get? Everything designed. Who needs this? Who is this for? That is, she has clearly mentioned it, right? So this is the psychological triggers where you can relate to these things, right? This session will also help you in what are the dream outcomes that you can get, bonuses. So more or less, it's again similar, right? Then the social proof again, then the story about the coach, lives transform the numbers, that is for building trust and authority. Then we have a form. So this is a free session, like a free service for the first time. So you can just put in the details and you can submit, and your details will be sent to the coach. After these details are sent to the coach, you will get an automated email that thank you for acquiring this service, and a thank you page will open. Similarly, for this life coach, we have this page. So he has worked with Kiran Bedi. Then these are the sessions of what will you be getting, right? So you can see those sections, they are similar, right? More or less, the landing page structure is similar. The sections are fixed, but it's up to you how you put them across. Let's open a landing page of Ranveer Alabadia as well. So he runs a course for podcasting, right? So let's see if this is the landing page. Yes. So can you see a timer below? So the timer says that you have to join now, right? You have, if you want to grow your network and your net worth, you have to join now. This is the timer that's going on. Podcasting 101 from the team behind India's #1 podcast. That is what he's saying. He has his photo in the background, and he's already famous, so he does not need to give a psychological trigger here. His tagline is very clear that the podcast is it's from the team which is running the #1 podcast in the country, right? So this is the kind of podcast they have already done. The guest featured, he has that long list of celebrities that he has worked with. And then why? So this is a pop-up. Why do you need to start a podcast? Right? His story, what will you learn? Can you see there are similar sections? What is the course curriculum? Who is this for? The memberships. This is the offer page. So he's offering three memberships, which may sometimes confuse the customer, but he has a single page, so he wants to give it here. That's his choice. What is his mission? Praise from our audience. That is the YouTube comment screenshots that he has added, and that is the social proof. Then the FAQs, and then he has the CTAs. He has the buttons for Instagram and YouTube, right? So that is what he's doing. So I hope this all is clear. Have you understood what is the difference between a landing page and a normal web page or a website? Give me a yes in the chat. Then we'll begin with the last topic for today, which is sales funnel. Give me a yes in the chat if this is clear and this really added a value in whatever you already knew and versus what we have learned today. Yes, thank you, Arzu. Okay, so let's move ahead with the sales funnel. Uh, I hope you all guys have seen a funnel. It's just a marketing concept that helps you understand the customer journey, right? So the moment that the customer enters into a marketing journey and the moment it gets converted, right? So that is what the sales funnel is. Let's understand the stages. The first stage is awareness. If a customer is not aware, they're never gonna be interested in your service, let alone buy it, right? Let's suppose I'm offering you a course related to let's say automobile engineering, and probably you feel that this is of no use for you, and probably you feel this course is not for you. That means you're not aware of the benefits of that course, or let's say the purpose of that course, so you never be interested in it nor be desired or take any action on it, right? So simply what you will do is you will skip that advertisement or skip that thing whosoever has sent you, right? So then the second phase is interest. If you are aware about a certain thing, let's suppose after today's webinar you are aware what a landing page is and how people require it. People like Ranveer Alabadia has a landing page. Small business coaches, very famous business coaches, they all have a landing page, and the structure is again similar. So if someone tells you that this is how you can create a landing page, or let's say this is a free workshop on how to create a landing page using WordPress, or let's say using HTML and CSS, probably you will be interested in that particular YouTube video, right? And if you are interested in that, you have seen that video, someone is telling you you can start a business out of it, or let's say you can monetize that, so probably you will be desired in that, right? So that is the overall funnel: awareness, interest, desire, and action. So let's go through each of these stages with examples, what kind of content serves at what kind of stage. The first stage is awareness. The goal is to attract the customer, to make them aware of whatever we are offering them. It can be a product, it can be a service, it can be a combination of both. It can be, like, for example, it can be a training, right? So let's suppose I'm training startup founders on funnel marketing, or let's say performance marketing. So I can bundle it along with the service as well. That yes, I'm going to teach you funnel marketing, and if you require 3 months of performance marketing service, my team can do that for you. That is a bundle product plus service, right? So the goal here is, the underlying point is that we have to attract a potential customer, right? We have to make them aware. Activities like social media ads, social media campaigns, the kind of pictures that we post on social media, content marketing, advertising, every sort of advertising that includes the hoardings, the flyers. The purpose is to make a person aware. I'll give an example: a blog post titled "Why Learning to Code Can Boost Your Career," right? So generally people are not even interested in coding. You must have realized that in India, since the companies like Whitehead Junior came into existence during and after COVID era, the smaller children, the school children, they are very interested in learning how to code. So the title that says why learning to code can boost your career is something that intrigues people, right? So what if I would have written learn to code and boost your career? Probably you would have not clicked it. But I'm giving just adding a why and making it a question is making it sound more interesting. And probably you will feel that yes, this blog will give me more facts and more details on why should I learn to code and how it can boost my career. So basically you are creating awareness. For example, if I tell you digital marketing, learning digital marketing can get you a job, performance marketing, if I have to be specific, can get you a job between 7 to 12 lakhs per annum at the starting stage. If you are good at funnel and performance marketing, you can land a job starting from 7 LPA to 10 LPA or 12 LPA. Probably you will be interested in that. So, but if you're not aware in this fact, you will not be interested in courses related to performance marketing. So that is the kind of awareness or just an example for you to tell you what a awareness stage is. Second stage is the interest stage. We have to capture the interest. What are we offering them? We have to engage them. That is how we capture their interest. So, if I talk about examples like when we see Instagram pages taking out polls, asking you to click yes or no on the story stickers, it's all because they want you to engage with their product, and that is how they realize whether you are interested in their product or service or not, right? So the activities like email marketing, the kind of webinars that we are doing and other companies are doing, the way we offer free resources, detailed information about a product or service, that is how we get to know if you're interested in a product. Let's suppose I create a reel. You must have seen this, that comment this keyword on this reel and I will be sending you a free ebook for this particular service, or let's say on this particular topic. That is again to show and to know how many people are interested in your product. I've given an example here, offering a free ebook on introduction to JavaScript to collect the email addresses and to follow up with the informative newsletters. So certain times you must have seen an advertisement that download a free 101 Python handbook. For that, they ask you for your name and your email ID and sometimes your contact number as well. Then they keep on sending you emails related to that particular topic. It can be a monthly newsletter, it can be an offer related to a course related to that, or it can simply be a YouTube video that they have uploaded online on that particular topic, right? You must have, if you guys know about Astro Talk and Astro Sage, they were also offering free consultations after getting funding. So that is one of their promotional techniques. Then the desire, or let's say the time when you consider a particular to opt in for a particular service or a product. So you have to develop a strong desire for your product, right? For example, if you have a very good product, you are offering very good features, but people do not desire it, they will not buy it, right? So if I want to buy a product, I need to have a strong desire for that. Your customer testimonials, your case studies, your detailed product description, your comparisons, and the way you highlight the USP, unique selling point of your product. That is the most important part, how you create a desire among your people, right? If you remember the ad related to Ola's electric bike, they created a desire among people. They had a long wait list before they launched a product. They just rolled out the idea and it was into production. They were into manufacturing, but they were not delivering the product yet. So they had a long waiting list. So they were able to create a desire with the kind of advertisements that they made, that people wanted to buy that electric scooter. So they registered for that. They paid a particular booking amount. If I remember it correctly, I guess it was 500 rupees. So they went into that desire phase and they had taken an action. So after the desire phase comes the part intent or the action. That means you have to encourage your customer to take an action. It can be that they are making partial payment, they are registering for your service, they are paying for your product. It can be anything. So it can be a free trial, it can be a free demo, it can be a one-to-one session, a webinar, right? It can be a free consultation as well, right? So offering a free trial of your first module of the coding course and scheduling a Q&A session with the instructor. Generally, If I talk about any of those Byju's, if I talk about Whitehead Junior, which has been acquired by Byju's, and similar e-learning platforms, they generally give the option of the free first trial, or let's say three free trial classes. Even you guys as students, sometimes you go to an institute, many of the times the institutes, they say is you can come in for like 1 or 2 days, you can take a free demo class, and then you can decide if you can gel up with the trainer, you can continue your course. So the reason we are doing so is, we have created a desire in you that you want to do this course, and then you have taken the action of coming into our place, right? So once you invite you to our place, or let's say to our online session, we can connect with you one to one, and we can make it better judgment of how you will convert. If you have to get a discount, or let's say we want to add some more value, we have to give you more bonuses, how we can ensure that you are converted into a customer from a lead. So the process or the journey of converting a visitor into a lead, then a lead into a customer, is what is called a sales funnel, right? So that is what we have done today. Tomorrow's agenda, what we'll do tomorrow is we'll understand what content strategy works, how social ads make an impact, social ads, specifically Instagram and Facebook ads, then how we can take creative inspiration from our competitors, or in simple terms, how we can, in a better way, copy them and utilize their knowledge and their expertise, their research work, put it into our frame, and then utilize that for our own benefit. And we'll have a 30 minutes masterclass on LinkedIn, specifically on LinkedIn, how you can grow your LinkedIn base. Even if you want to do that for business, you want to do that to get more clients, you want to do that to get jobs, or you are just a student who's just looking for internships, right? So we have that. So this is what we did today. I am opening the floor for questions and discussions. If you have any question, if you want to know about anything in detail, if you want to discuss any topic, if you liked anything specifically, I welcome you to comment down. That's all from my side, Manas.
Yeah, actually, I had questions, but I
Mm-hmm.
guess we can connect anytime. I hope that students who have joined us in the stream,
Yeah,
uh, they have any questions. Like I see Arju is quite active, Anas has been active,
yeah,
and Vaishnavi has been active. So in any case, what we are planning is we'll be creating a WhatsApp group, and over there
right,
students can join, and it is like a better vision for this program, education outreach program. That's what we are discussing, and I hope that over there students would be more open up to asking their doubts, and the stream would be available to them on YouTube anytime they would like to revisit.
right. I understand. Thank you,
Yeah,
Azu. Thank you, Mahima. So,
yeah,
if they want, I can share the public link of the deck as well if they are interested in going through it again. So, you can ask them in the group. So, I can share the deck with them as well.
that would be amazing. We can add that up in the description of this stream, and again,
Right,
anyone future whosoever would like to visit this one, he or she can. So at the
right.
end,
Perfect.
I would really like to thank you so much, sir, for this amazing session. I really wanted to know what you guys
Mhm.
do at Plexus, and now that I see that you guys are working on these cool landing pages and all, I feel that I feel more knowledgeable, I would say, and I would be able to implement that in my freelancing journey. I hope.
Perfect. Happy to help. Thank you so much, Manas.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, you all
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow at 6. Bye
At
bye.
6.